net, into the net corner. Malloy battles with Benarusso. It spurts loose to LeBlanc. Now Service in the corner with 18 seconds on the clock, and the puck rolls down to the Michigan line. Thomas gets it. Great snare. Great has the puck. He's got Erickson in front. Great save in front by Thomas. 8 seconds left. Loose puck at the line. Malloy shoots. Off the net, keep in mind. 3 seconds left. The Stags third, and the game is over. There goes the buzzer. The final score. The Cleveland Crusaders 2. The Michigan Stags 1. We'll be back with a final summary right after this message. Steve Albert with Bucky Buchanan back here at the Coliseum in Cleveland, and boy, it was a doubleheader sweep this afternoon. This evening, the Cavaliers beat the 76ers 108 to 106. In a game heard here on 3WE this afternoon. And then tonight, the Cleveland Crusaders sweep past the Michigan Stags to the tune of 2-1. So, does it appear to you, Bucky, that the Crusaders are back to their basic style of play?
That's very difficult to say, Steve, because I don't think they really accomplished much except for their power play. I think all the goals came on their power play, and if it wasn't for their power play, they might not have scored anything. So it's difficult to say whether they've really improved on anything or not. It's one consolation, at least they're scoring with their power play. And I think their penalty killing did a heck of a job because they killed off, I would think, 4 or 5 penalties. So maybe they are progressing.
Well, once again, Bucky, thanks for joining us. We're going to miss you tomorrow night in Winnipeg. Don't forget to give me some of those jokes, and I'll write them down, and we'll lay it on the people tomorrow night, and we'll see how it goes over. Thank you very much, Henny Young.
Oh, thanks, Steve. I really enjoyed it, and it's been great, and I've really enjoyed playing color again.
Once again, we're very happy that you did. Bucky Buchanan, and our final score, and Bucky was lucky tonight for the Crusaders. Crusaders beating the Michigan Stags by the score of 2-1. In fact, let's see, it was the 8th game for Jack Vivian. The 8th game for Vivian, and he is now 3-4-1 since taking the reins from John Hanna on January the 4th. Let's review the scoring before we do anything else. Nothing happened as far as scoring in the first period. There were 3 penalties. Randy Lake for holding at 2:05. Malloy for tripping at 8:55. And then a too many men on the ice penalty charge to Cleveland at 14:35. Michigan shot Cleveland 16-8 in the first period. All the scoring came in the second period. Here's the first goal by Billy Evo. Let's pick up the action. From the draw, he lets fly again. Look out in front. Rex Thomas trying to get it around. Sheever shot. Score! I believe it was Billy Evo getting the rebound at the side of Jerry Cheevers, and it's 1-0 Michigan Stags. Number 3, a power play for Evo from Caron and Fontaine at 2:12, and then Jerry Kinder tied it up with Biscoe. From the faceoff, there's Paul Curtis on the far side, charging out of the zone up to the red line, still at the puck, shoves into Wayne Malloy, loose puck, grabbed by Kinder. Kinder across the line, he just scores! Jerry Kinder on the right side, ties up the game, and good one. Ferguson just had no idea where that puck was. He was being completed by his defenseman. Jerry was trying to get a shot on that, and he scored with it. It goes to show you when he shoots the puck, he could always score. That was goal number 11 on the year for Jerry Kinder. He tied up the game from Wayne Malloy at 11:27. The final goal of the night, the winning goal, was provided by Jim Harrison. They gave it to Ron Ward to start off with, but let's pick up the action. Edger with the puck at the near point, slides it over to Ward. He shoots, he scores! And it's 2-1. Automatically over, and it's a new hockey game. The Crusaders have come back to the 1-0 deficit, where things just weren't going their way. They've completely turned it around, and now they lead 2-0. Well, they changed it from Ron Ward to Jim Harrison in the third period. Harrison's 10th on a power play from Edger and Ward at 13:33. In the second period, a total of 5 penalties. Interference on Cheevers at 49 seconds. Craik went out for holding at 6:35. Gary Breeden for holding at 12:14. 2 straight penalties on John Mizik of Michigan. Mizik for cross-checking at 13:26, and then for hooking at 17:54. Shots in the second period to sharp contrast to the first, as Cleveland had 19, Michigan had 8. 2 period totals, Cleveland 27 and Michigan 24. There was no scoring in the third period, so The game ended in a 2-1 Crusader victory. Randy Legg went out for holding at 2:33. It was a fight between J.P. LeBlanc and Larry Hillman at 6:09 of period 3. And they each got 2 minutes for slashing and 5 minutes for fighting. And then in the shots on goal department, all even in the third, Michigan 11, Cleveland 11 for a 3-period total for Cleveland 38 and Michigan 35. Number 3 star was Jim Harrison. Number 2, Jerry Pinder. And the star of the game was goaltender Jerry Cheevers for the Cleveland Crusaders. It breaks a 2-game losing streak for the Crusaders, who now find themselves hitting the 10-victory plateau as far as home games are concerned. 10-9-1. They are 8-9-1 against the West. Jack Vivian is 3-4-1 since taking the reins as coach. The Michigan Stags now run their dismal road record to 1-19-1, and they are 5-8-1 against the Eastern Division. Overall now, the Crusaders are 17-22-2 for 36 points, and they are 14 points behind the New England Whalers. We'll give you an out-of-town score concerning the Whalers in just a moment. And the Michigan Stags are now 13-27-3, and they maintain 29 points. Out of town, there's a good score for the Crusaders. Quebec clobbering New England 6-2. That's at the end of 2 periods of play. Is that a final now? That's still in progress in the third period. Quebec 6 and New England 1. 6-1. Quebec over New England. Other games tonight, we have no scores. Minnesota at Chicago. I believe we had a first period score on that Minnesota-Chicago game. Fighting Saints 1, the Cougars nothing at the end of 1 period, which is further good news for the Crusaders. Edmonton at Phoenix later tonight, and Houston is at San Diego. This afternoon, the Cavaliers beat the Philadelphia 76ers 108-106. So in the season series now, the Crusaders lead the Stags 2-1. They'll meet again a week from tonight. That's if the Stags are still in operation, and of course at 8 o'clock. Tomorrow night we'll be in Winnipeg, Manitoba. We'll bring you the broadcast at 8:25 Cleveland time. And then of course the All-Star break. The Cavaliers in Detroit tomorrow return home on Tuesday to face the Washington Bullets at 8 o'clock. My thanks to Jim Ritchie, my engineer, to Steady Eddie Jelinek, my statistician, and of course to Bucky Buchanan helping us out with the color commentary this evening. Announcers for this broadcast were selected by 3WE Radio and approved by the Cleveland Crusaders Limited. 6,735. It was a doubleheader sweep, a day-night doubleheader sweep on 3WE Radio as the Crusaders won tonight, and the Cavaliers this afternoon beat the Philadelphia 76ers. So until tomorrow night from the Winnipeg Arena in Winnipeg, Manitoba, reminding you the famous once again the Cleveland Crusaders 2, the Michigan Stags 1. Steve Albert saying so long, everybody. From 3WE, the sports giant of the Midwest. Russell Smith for WHA in action. Cleveland Crusaders hockey is brought to you by the Stroh Brewery Company. Stroh's, from one beer lover to another. And by the makers of Wonder Bread, the Fresh Guys, and Hostess Cakes, where freshness never tasted so good. And by Ballpark Franks. Cleveland Crusaders hockey is a presentation of 3WE Sports. This is the 3WE Cleveland Crusaders Network.
Somebody